Hi, I'm Kat.
And I'm Jay.
And this is my sushi. Just kidding. Today, we're reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the remake. Jay got to see it early. He's special.
Thank you.
Special boy. I had to work, and that's why I'm eating now.
I brought her sushi because she didn't get to see the movie. I can't say luckily for me I got to see the movie early, but we'll get into that. What is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles about?
So this is about Shredder and his evil Foot Clan, and they're basically spreading darkness across the city. They have their hands in the politicians and in the police force, everywhere. It's just totally terrible. And then these three brothers, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, rise from the sewers and take out Shredder's Foot Clan. What did I say?
4 brothers.
Did I say 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I meant 4. I swear I used to watch the show when I was little and all the movies. They were
You want to
great.
redo it?
I don't know. Do you want me to? It's pretty fucking good.
Fuck. I'm gonna listen to you chew the whole fucking review.
Ew! Was Megan Fox as horrible as we all thought she was going to be?
Absolutely not. She wasn't that bad.
Really?
Believe it or not, she plays a decent April O'Neil.
Doesn't look like April at all, just for the record.
Here's the thing. Going back right to the cartoon, because that's where my origins start. Yes, I know it was a comic book before that, but April O'Neil in the cartoon wore something like, almost like this yellow jumpsuit all the way down.
Short, like red hair.
And her red hair was like bouncing. It was long sometimes. It was a little bit to here.
I thought it was short.
Well,
it
you
the movie?
fucking have no idea. Anyways, thanks for interrupting me.
You're welcome.
She doesn't necessarily call in her acting in this film. She kind of is April O'Neil. I have to admit it. She's April O'Neil. But here's where the bad news is. The story is so absurd. The point here is they all kind of are just okay. It's not horrible. I could say that Megan Fox is better in this than Transformers, because in Transformers she's just basically eye candy running around. Shia LaBeouf's grabbing her and pulling her around. At least in this she has some initiative. She's got a point to be in the film. She's April O'Neil. Here's where it gets tricky. The origin story versus the cartoon in the film is completely changed, and this is where I'm not going to spoil anything. We're going to do another spoiler video like we usually do on the show, so stay tuned for that. That spoiler video will come out this week.
How are the turtles?
Well, hang on. The Foot Clan and Shredder. The Foot Clan is, you remember them as this like dark blue and purple and the buggy eye things from the cartoon, and you're hoping to see that again, but no. They're essentially the Immortals from 300. They're wearing almost exact masks from 300, and they're not really ninjas.
Well, it's
they're
the
not
director of
trained.
Wrath of the Titans. Maybe he was wishing that he had done 300. And
Screw
so he wanted
him,
to...
because he's like, oh, just turn them into G.I. Joe type characters. Like, they're army. They're a corporate army. They're not based in any of the mythology from the original. So it's like, I wanted those showdowns, those fights. It's all just guns. They just shoot at the turtles the whole goddamn movie. Acting overall is, you know what?
Voiceover? Johnny Knoxville?
It feels like, well, all of the turtles are amazing.
Okay.
I'll say that right now.
So they save it, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, Leonardo is the leader again, Donatello is the geek, and they really make him a geek in this because he's wearing those glasses, so his eyes are always much bigger. And here's the thing. In the trailers, you saw the turtle redesign, and you're like, oh, fuck, that's horrible. But as you kind of sit back and watch the movie evolve, they kind of start to look like the original turtles from the cartoon. I don't know how it happens. It's just the angles and stuff. It's not as bad as you would think in terms of turtle design. Another thing I have to bring up would be the fact that the plot is written by a 5-year-old. It's so stupid.
Really? So the
it's
story
so
is just...
silly. It's ridiculous because it feels like they took 6 of the cartoons and tried to turn it into a story. The mansion where Shredder and his henchmen live is in the middle of northern Canada, it seems. And then the turtles are somehow getting...
You sure it's not just the Appalachians?
Well, if it is, then they don't explain how the turtles get from one spot in New York where it's raining to 2 feet of snow. It's fucking ridiculous. And it feels like that whole plot of the snowy mountain plot was just to put the turtles in an atmosphere you've never seen them in before, because I've never seen them in snow in the cartoon, at least I don't remember. And it was also just to do that huge downhill action sequence
Yeah.
with the trucks and everything, and that was actually good. One of the best parts of the films.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's super predictable, and you know what's going to happen, and they're riding on their shells. Like it's just so, the movie's just so fucking predictable. It's paint by numbers. It's ridiculous.
What is your overall score? Is it a shit show?
6 out of 10.
Okay.
Can't go higher than that. Can't say the music was enjoyable. Don't remember it. The rap that they've come up with this time, it definitely isn't the classic one we know from Vanilla Ice. It's just, you scratch your head and wonder, what the hell did they do? Michelangelo is now sort of trying to be a rapper. He's not a skateboarding dude, cowabunga dude. He's now rapping and trying to be like Jay-Z. It's very awkward. I don't know why he's constantly hitting on April O'Neil as well, and it was to the point where it's actually awkward, where you're like, he wants to fuck April O'Neil, but he's a Ninja Turtle. I'll say something crazy. I wish Michael Bay kind of did direct it.
Ooh.
Because at least he would have put the plot together a little better.
Yeah, probably. Fair enough. Okay, well, guys, if you have seen it, do comment below. Let us know what your thoughts end up being. There is going to be a spoiled episode coming up. You can follow us on our Twitters. There's Jay. Here's mine.
Yep, so Spoiled coming up this week. I'll get it out as soon as possible, so I'm not sure when. But thank you for watching, and check out the Spoiled video. Bye!